Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, whatever time of the day you find yourself tuning in to this particular video, watching or listening. Good day to you. My name is Jerrie'Me Wright, and I'm signing on today, March the 3rd, 2022. And let me just make a disclaimer real quick. Like, it's so much going on within the nation, and not only the nation, but the world. And take that into account, we still have our own personal lives whereby there's so much occurring. Therefore, I don't want to take away from what's happening around the world, um, and not acknowledge that, because my heart definitely has been going out to um, those individuals who have actually been displaced because of individual who is basically a bully. And I say that, and I'm serious about that. But if you just think about the millions of people who have been displaced, just because someone has this big ego and they're full of pride, and they actually want to show others that that they're the one, they're the boss, they have the power or whatnot. And it's unfortunate because so many people have to suffer, and so many people even have to die because of individuals like this. And I just wanted to make that disclaimer real quick, like before I share what I'm about to share with you all. And as I stated, there's so much things going on around the nation and even within the world, but yet and still we have our personal lives. And for me, in my personal life now, I consider these things as well, because I know that things could be much worse than it is. Therefore, I do not take for granted the freedom that I do have, and the ability to sit here and create this video, whereby I do not have to worry about being quote unquote displaced because of a particular war that has been started because of ego and pride. Nevertheless, some of us deal with war each and every day. It might not be like a physical war, but many of us can deal with warfare in our personal lives. And as stated several times on this channel and several different videos, I've been definitely experiencing warfare over the past so many years. And for myself, I still don't understand, what it is that has ignited or started this particular warfare in my life. And, personally, I take assurance in knowing that if God be for me, who can be against me? That is my assurance, knowing that, I do have angels all around, like Anita Baker. And, I take assurance in that, knowing that God is definitely on my side. So just to dive straight in, on Monday, February the 28th, 2022, I received a bill within the mail. And the bill that I received in the mail was from Kershaw Health Medical Center. I'm sure I spoke on Kershaw Health Medical Center before, yet and still I'm about to go there right now and just express a few things about Kershaw Health Medical Center. Now, this particular bill I received again on February the 28th. 2022. Therefore, I'm sharing that with you because when I opened this particular mail the other day, and I saw that I had a charge for $65,000. What was the exact amount? $407.33. Let me say that together. $65,407.33 was the amount of the bill that I received. Of course, the insurance paid for it or whatnot. Yet and still, as I sit and think back on that particular horrific experience, because that was a horrific experience in the hospital during my stay. It was not the best experience, and it was actually an experience whereby I ended up having to leave this particular hospital because I did not feel safe under the care of this particular hospital nor the doctor. Nevertheless, the amount of that particular bill blew me away because I'm like, well, they actually didn't do much. In fact, if you ask me, they actually made the pain, my sickle cell crisis, worse than better. Usually, when you go into the ER, or usually when I go into the ER, there's a particular protocol and whatnot that they do to get you going or whatnot and to subside the pain. Now, this particular time I went into the ER, only thing that was done was I was given fluids in the ER, whereby I had to ask them to give me the fluids, and oxygen, whereby I had to ask them to give me the oxygen. Now, no blood was drawn whatsoever, yet and still within my visit, the doctor made mention that when I came in, my hemoglobin was okay. And I actually told the doctor that was seeing me during my stay that no one ever drew blood when I came into the ER. No one ever drew blood when I came into the ER. So I find it funny that you would say that my hemoglobin was good when no one ever drew blood when I came into the ER. And this is the same hospital as mentioned in other videos of mine, whereby I would receive these messages stating that thank you for your visit at Kershaw Health today. And I'm like, I never even went to Kershaw Health today. Why in the world would I receive an email telling me thank you for my visit at Kershaw Health today when I never went to that particular hospital on that day? I just thought that was very strange. And it is very strange because, this is the same hospital whereby they were sending me bills, and upon reviewing those bills, someone went in the system and actually took off, they deleted my primary insurance and didn't have me under any insurance. And no, I take that back. They did have insurance. They actually went in the system, deleted my primary insurance, and actually put my school insurance as my primary insurance. And I thought that was very weird. Therefore, I actually ended up writing them a letter letting them know, hey, my insurance was the same for many years. Now, my school insurance have nothing to do with this particular hospital because I never used this particular insurance for this hospital, because during President Obama time in office, it was actually mandatory that students have health insurance when they were off to the college. Therefore, being off the college in 2015, it was mandatory for me to go and get insurance. Therefore, the school provided healthcare insurance during that particular time, and I believe during that time, the school gave me insurance through Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I had this particular insurance, and they actually placed my school insurance as the primary insurance. And I'm baffled because I'm like, hey, and this is basically what I said in the letter. Like, I don't know what y'all have going on, what y'all doing, but whatever y'all doing is very unethical and is unacceptable. Now, any bill that I receive from this particular hospital, whether it's a copay, now that's understandable. If it's a copay, I'm willing to pay my copay. But any other bills aside from that, please don't send me any bills. But yes, Monday I received this particular bill in the mail, and the price of this particular bill and that hospital visit, it blows me away because I'm like, wow, this hospital actually, you know, actually runs up a particular bill and charge the insurance company that price, and they actually don't even do nothing. My last hospital stay whereby I was admitted, um, the doctor actually never came in the room or lied about coming in the room when he making his rounds, and actually used it as an excuse that I was asleep. And lo and behold, when I went into the hospital, I did not sleep for the first 2 or 3 days because the pain was that intense. And just to wrap this video up real quick, like they actually pulled this placebo effect on me, whereby you know how people say, "Oh, you went in no pain; it's all in your head." So they actually pulled the placebo thing on me, whereby you know they're pushing this saline in my IV, telling me, "Hey, yeah, this 20 grams of morphine." And you know, here I am still in pain, yelling in pain. And you know, they're pushing saline in my IV and actually charging, you know, the insurance, and saying that they gave me this medication that they never gave me. My sister, God bless her soul, always taught me how to identify whether, you know, a nurse is giving you your medication or not. Therefore, I took her advice during that time, and I realized, you know, she was absolutely right. Because my prior experience were nurses not giving me my medication, but were actually taking the medication themselves. Therefore, she taught me how to identify whether or not they were giving me the medication or not. Therefore, I took her advice, and I actually discovered that she was absolutely right. And I'm not going to share that secret on how to discover whether or not you're giving your medication or not, only because that's something that, you know, I use as a way of determining whether or not someone is giving me my medication or not. Yet and still, um, they're saying, yeah, we're giving you all this medication or whatnot, and the only thing they were giving me was saline. They were pushing saline in my IV, stating that they were giving me the pain medication, and that to me is so low and below the belt that, you know, it actually sums up this particular hospital, and it actually characterized this hospital, and basically is why I ended up, you know, one of the reasons why I ended up leaving AMA, because of what they actually stands for. Anyone who would actually do that, whether it be a nurse or a doctor, or anybody who would sit idle and know that it's being done and don't say nothing, is actually not fit to be in the healthcare profession. Therefore, I just wrapped this video up by saying um, that we all have things that's going on in our lives. And I just ask, one, that you will continue to, if you know the word of prayer, that you will keep me in your prayers. And more importantly, that you will keep those in Ukraine in your prayers as well. Bless you.